kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Touchdown, SMU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Castellanos. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Got his man on the outside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Gonna run it. It's Harden. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Florida State, 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Running into the open space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make it.
Touchdown, SMU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Florida State, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback's got the first. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up.
There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Now let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Utah is trailing right now but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Seminoles are in the hurry up. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Williams. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Dumps it to the back, and his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They march 78 yards down the field. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to back and leaves it. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Touchdown Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is good.
Florida State, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and what a return. Almost took it to the house. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Grabbed behind the line, it's Holmes. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Number 22 set to kick off.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Looking down the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And as we start the fourth quarter, they'll try to knock three through the uprights. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final in one of the game's underrated rivalries between Northern Illinois and Ball State. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Pittman. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. To the air. It's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rushes on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Maryland. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Mustangs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Find some fresh air. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. And the Mustangs are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, SMU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They're on the board again. Looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Noles want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Robinson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive. So
on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Under fire. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. You got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. Look out, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. To the air on first down. The short hand, it's Williams.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and